Hey guys, what's up? This is Terrence. I'm here with my Child of Alara deck, and this is my deck tech with Child of Alara. Hope you guys like it. Feel free after we get done to comment. Leave me some notes. Let me know how you like it. All right, thanks. So this is my Child of Alara. Basically, when I organize this, basically so that everything's in alphabetical order. First by converted mana cost, different grouping of cards, and then by alphabetical order. So first up, obviously, is Child of Alara. I built this deck so that I can just pretty much blow the board up and keep board control as much as possible in it. So I do a lot of reanimation in this deck. Okay. Up first is my lands, starting with the 5 basic lands I run, one of each. One forest, an island, mountain, plains, and swamp, followed by my old school duels. I got my Badlands, Bayou, Plateau, Savannah, Scrubland, Taiga, Tropical Island, Tundra, Underworld Dreams, and Volcanic Island. Followed by my Rav duels, Blood Crypt, Breeding Pool, Galley Shrine, Hollow Fountain, Overgrown Tomb, Sacred Foundry, Steam Vent, Stomping Ground, Temple Garden, Watery Graves. Followed by my 5-color lands, Exotic Orchard, and my utility lands. Grim Backwoods, High Market. I use those two primarily to sack off stuff, obviously. I gotta have a sack condition for my child. Frozen Verge, Mana Ramp. Maze Vip speaks for itself. Reflecting Pool, 5-color. Relic Retire, non-max hand size. Vorath, Recursion for creatures out of the graveyard. Whitening King is to flash stuff in, followed by my creatures of the deck. Now, basically, creatures are the bread and butter of my deck. I don't really run any other permanent in the deck other than lands and one artifact, which I'll get to. Other than that, creatures are pretty much my way of just playing the game, controlling the game, and winning the game. So, Sarah Ascendant, Coraline Oracle, Safi Eric Starter, Eternal Witness, Neither Reliquary, good for mana ramp, Loman Shama for Grave Shuffle, Mirror Entity. This guy is really good. A lot of people like to use him just to beef up their guys and then beat face with it. I actually use this as a combo piece to also blow Child up by paying 0 into it. And even if they're running a card, say like Trick Bind, I can put that on the stack 10 times and then pass priority. So a little hard to stop. Wood Elves for mana ramp, Anger for haste, False Prophet. He's kind of a backup child to my deck. If my opponents are just wrecking me, keeping my board pretty clean, and I'm having problems getting board control back, I like to drop this guy and then just exile all those creatures all together just by sacking them off. So that's really good. Mystic Snake, my only counter in the deck. Nevermaker, underplayed in Commander. Really good at just gaining control and stalling my opponents out. Oracle Modiah, mana ramp, play at your lands. Phyrexian Metamorph allows you to copy artifacts and or creatures. Really good. Restoration Angel. A lot of the creatures in this deck, majority of them have a come into play ability, so I really like this guy in here. Genesis Wave, or I'm sorry, not Genesis Wave, Genesis for recursion of creatures. Grimgren, Havengal Lich, Is it Chronarch, Karma Guide, Reanimation, Moldrifter, good draw. Phyrexian Delver, pretty much does the same thing as Karma Guide, just black. Puppeteer Click, Revlark, Recursion, River Copy, Seaborn Muse, Sea Gold Ash, really good mana ramp. The Soothing Shapeshifter, best copy card in the game as far as creatures. Nicaeus, broken, should be banned. Primeval Titan, on its way to being banned. Sun Titan, amazing. Woodfall Primus, that rounds up all my creatures. This guy I like to use just to blow up specific permanents, so my opponents aren't forcing me to blow up child if I have good board control. So. Next up is just my basic mana ramp. Other than the creatures I run, I have Land Grant and Nature's Lore. Up next is my tutors of the deck. Entomb, puts any card into the graveyard. Vam Tutor. This card right here is actually a newer addition to the deck. I really love it because it just totally wrecks my opponents when I blow the board up. I use Child, blow the board up. Let's say we got 35 permanents that go to the graveyard that turn. I cast Bitter Ordeal and I get to remove 35 cards out of my opponent's libraries. So basically what I like to do is I get rid of all the crit mechs out of the decks. So nobody can crit me for the rest of the game. I can pretty much do whatever I want. But after that I just grab the counters. So that's pretty much it. Congregation of Dawn, creature tutors. And Wargate gets any permanent. Next is the one and only artifact I run in the entire deck, Tormod's Crypt. It's pretty much a staple in any commander as far as I'm concerned. Up next are my sack conditions for pretty much anything that I like to sack off during the game for whatever reason. Crop rotation, Read the Runes, Altar's Reap, Fling, and random utilities, obviously. Momentary Blink, Perilous Research, Trick Mine, Blue Sun Zenith, Ghost Away, Artillerization, or Artillerize, and Luminous Fall, Research and Development, Closing Grip, and the last of the deck are all my recursion spells. Reanimate, Animate Dead, Gorill's Vengeance, Life at Loam, Corpse Dance, Gruesome Encore, Necromancy, Dread Return, Faith's Reward, Shift Mannequin, Beacon of Unrest, and last but not least, to round up my deck, Bound and Determined.